Despite overwhelming public opposition, since 2003, more than 2.5 million US troops have been facilitated at Shannon to conduct bloody wars with the support of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, to conduct bloody wars in Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen, killing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. And the public are paying for this, Minister. So can you tell us how much the Defence Forces are spending on facilitating the US war machine, and do you intend to continue to spend that money when we now have a racist warmonger in the White House intent on unleashing even more war on other people across the world?
Minister.
Concordia, I propose to take questions number 38 and 39 together. The Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade has responsibility for the use of the Shannon Airport by foreign military aircraft and for the granting of permission for overflights by foreign military aircraft. The Department of Justice and Equality and the Garda Síochána have primary responsibility for the internal security of the state. Among the roles assigned to the Defence Force in the White Paper on Defence is the provision of aid to the civil power, which in practice means to assist An Garda Síochána when requested to do so. Since the 5th of February 2003, An Garda Síochána has requested support from the Defence Forces at Shannon Airport on occasion. Security assessments are carried out by An Garda Síochána, who determine if Defence Forces assistance is required. There have been no alteration to these arrangements in 2017. For security reasons, it would not be appropriate to disclose the precise detail of such deployments. The number of occasions that the aid to civil power functions was carried out by Defence Forces personnel at Shannon Airport in 2016 was 396. The costs incurred to the provision of the support by Defence Forces to An Garda Síochána in 2016 was €181,669. The costs comprised payment of security duty allowance, provision of rations and fuel. To date, 2017, Defence Forces have provided support to An Garda Síochána at Shannon Airport on 36 occasions at a cost of €19,822. I am satisfied that there is ongoing and close liaison between both An Garda Síochána and the Defence Forces and between my department and the Department of Justice and Equality regarding security matters generally, including the Defence Forces' 8 civil power roles.
We have long disagreed with you and Fianna Fáil on the issue of facilitating the US war machine at Shannon and the bloody consequences of that for Iraq and Afghanistan, Syria and Yemen, and the money being expended to facilitate that from your department and others. But can you tell me that you intend to continue, because I believe it would be unconscionable if you did, spending public money and facilitating the US military at Shannon when we have a bloodthirsty, racist warmonger in the White House, with a Defence Secretary who is a maniac, who is a bloodthirsty maniac, whose name is Mad Dog Mattis, who has boasted about how it's fun to kill people and shoot people, and how he wants to go and shoot more people in Afghanistan, when literally the stench of death from the horrendous activities of the US military with the Iraqi forces in Mosul means people have to cover their faces going out on the streets of Mosul because of the stench of rotting bodies. And these people want more of this. Are the Irish government going to facilitate the war machine headed up by these maniacs, warmongers and bloodthirsty killers at Shannon Airport and spend public money on it? It just seems unbelievable if you are.
I take from your contribution, Deputy, that you are no friend of Donald Trump's. Deputy, let me state from the outset, and as I did in my original reply, that the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade has responsibility for the use of Shannon Airport by foreign military aircraft and for the granting of permission for overflights by foreign military aircraft. And as I also made you aware, that the Department of Justice, Equality and Garda Síochána have primary responsibility for the internal security of the state. So we only come to the aid of civil power when requested by An Garda Síochána. So I feel that your question would be more appropriate directed to the Minister for Foreign Affairs.